Hello everyone. Today I'll be discussing connecting with the Galactics, the beings of light, and astral traveling. Now there's great benefit to your own healing when connecting with these beings of light, as well as telepathically bringing through divine information from these beings that will assist you with your own healing and will assist you with your own creative expression. Now, all that is required is setting a conscious intention to connect with these beings of light. And tying into the astral traveling, this is done by going into a state of calmness, in meditation, connecting with your breath. And what you're going to be doing is you're going to be connecting with your light body. When you connect with your light body, when you return to 0 point in a place of peace, calmness, a connection to your fuller self, what you're doing is you are raising your vibrational frequency, you are connecting with your light body, and thus you are meeting these beings of light halfway on a vibrational frequency level. We have to meet them halfway in order for the information to come through clearly. So now I'll mention a few of the galactics that I work with, and I've seen magic take place in my life over the last few years where they have come through very strongly. And it all had to do with how much work I did on an individual level. The more work I did on an individual level, the clearer and more concise the information came through, where right now with my third eye I actually see these beings. They'll be in my room, or as I've discussed in one of my previous videos, in the form of using the imagination. There is a co-creation that takes place that will assist with delivering information, all the way through to direct downloads that will come through with full force, and I experience visions playing out without doing anything at all. I receive these downloads automatically, or I'll connect with my light body as I'm discussing now, and then I astral travel. And we all do this in dream state all the time. When we are sleeping and we go into the dream state, all right, we are astral traveling. Okay, we won't remember as we remember what is relevant to us in our reality experience, but we all do this all the time in dream state. But now this is an opportunity, if it does interest you, if it resonates from a place of peace, calmness, connecting with the breath, connecting with your light body, you can connect and communicate with these beings of light. There are many groups, races, civilizations of galactics that are working with individuals on an individual level and are assisting with the awakening, the ascension of humanity and Gaia. There are many beings. And initially, it may be very subtle what comes through, and it will be based on feeling. You'll feel them come in, and it's an amazing, uplifting, blissful sensation. And these beings will come through, and through feeling, through the intuition, they will assist with navigating you through your reality experience. Now, it also does depend. These beings of light, okay, will especially work with individuals who live their life with an integrity, who are good people, who represent the light. You don't need to be somebody famous, somebody well known, in order to become a channel for information in some form that will assist you with your creative expression. And it may be for channeling information that will assist the collective consciousness, the whole, and you may be doing this on a public platform, and you may not have even known this. When we begin doing this, our life rapidly changes energetically, and all of a sudden you're doing something in a different way, completely different, that you could have never imagined. And it was one of the most blissful experiences when you look back and see how you've managed to acclimate and become this creative expression, and it is on a public platform assisting the collective, the greater whole. But this doesn't mean you need to be on a public platform, okay, because we are assisting the greater whole energetically all the time by just being our fullest selves and by being the creative expression. So by doing what you love, what is blissful to you, whether it be on a social media platform or not, and no one at all can see it, just for you personally, this is assisting with the awakening and ascension. So it doesn't matter if you express yourself publicly or not. These beings of light, the Galactics, will connect with you. Like I have said, if you are a being of light, if you represent the light, if you operate within integrity and you wish to bring love and light to the world to the best of your ability, as we all have shadow aspects, we all have made mistakes, okay? Also, one of the key things in raising our vibrational frequency, connecting with our light body, is to forgive the self for any past, what you would call mistakes. Even though, like I discussed, on a higher level, everything is perfect and there is a reason for the orchestration of interactions. But forgiving the self, loving the self, self-love, self-care, going into meditation, conscious intention, you will connect with these beings of light and they will assist you with your creative expression. Now, I'll talk a little bit about the Arcturians because they are very much involved, and I've been working closely with them for years, and they have come through very strongly in 2020 working with me. Also, the Blue Avians are really magic beings of light that can assist with remote healing on a personal level. So I'll touch a little bit on the Arcturians and my experience of going into the light body, astral traveling with the Arcturians. So now the Arcturians are a member of the Galactic Federation of Light and are very much involved with the ascension of Gaia and humanity, and are very much involved with the coronal mass ejections, the solar flares, and the technology that goes into this to trigger the release of these ejections, these flares, and the coding that goes into the light that is flooding the earth plane. They have extremely advanced technology that allows them to do this, and they work closely with other beings of light in order to facilitate the light influx fluctuations. So they're not the only ones involved. There are many beings of light, namely the Blue Avians, the Pleiadians, the Ashtar Command, and they work very closely with the Ascended Masters, with Saint Germain, Kutumi, with Jesus. All these beings of light work together to assist. Although they do require, your permission to connect with them, as you are a sovereign being and you have free will. So by setting a conscious intention, you are giving them permission to connect with you. So now the Arcturians are the magicians, the wizards of the universe in terms of us connecting with Galactics. They are the seers. So I've been working closely with them for 3 years, and there are many individuals, and anyone can work with them. Okay, they are very high vibrational beings, so you do have to, meet them halfway and go into your light body and have done enough inner work, released, transmuted enough resistance within the physical form, which can be represented as the purging stages, in order for you to embody the light to connect with these beings that reside in these higher dimensional realms. So the Arcturians are the seers. They are the magicians, the wizards. They are one of the races, groups of individuals that are the guardians of the galaxy, and they are assisting with this ascension. So when you connect with the Arcturians, okay, they will share with you divine information, and with them specifically, yes, you are able to tell the future. And this has been proven to me over the last few years without a shadow of a doubt that all realities exist simultaneously, and that future scenarios have been relayed to me, explained to me, and it took a lot of practice up until this point in time with deciphering this information, but there, without a shadow of doubt, you are able to bring through information from them about future events. Also, what is happening in the now moment within your reality experience, with any interactions that you are going through, as they with the higher self. Everything works through the higher self. This is something I would like to touch on. So any information that comes through, all right, there's a co-creation that takes place with our higher selves. Okay. And some people may fear that, what if I'm connecting to something that is maybe darker? Okay, well, first of all, by staying out of fear, this will not happen. And what I did years ago, even though I don't worry about that anymore at all, because I know that I'm connecting with the light, you can set a conscious intention in the form of an affirmation saying that I will only connect with the beings that are benevolent in nature and of light, who are here to assist from a place of light with love, peace, happiness, and harmony. Also, on top of this, you can say, because you are the boss, but you can, with conscious intention, with what you don't understand, ask your higher self to facilitate this. So by saying something along the lines of, I give my higher self permission to decide for me with what I don't understand, to allow for the beings of light to come through, all governed by my higher self. So by talking to your higher self, by saying, listen, I'm not too sure, but there may be a little bit of fear with this. Can you please take the reins with what I don't understand, as I put my full trust in my higher self, which is an aspect of the self. So you are trusting the self, thus loving the self. And this will allow for you, over time with practice, to know that you are connecting with beings of light, and there's nothing to worry about with connecting with anything that may be deemed as darkness. Okay? Because the darkness is fear-based. So when we go into fear, into that vibration, and we are in the ego, then we may reflect something or bring through something that may be seen as darkness. Okay, but this is the ego, and this is fear-based. All right. So connecting with the Arcturians, the seers, all right, or with any beings of light, there is magic in terms of energetics on a healing level, because when we are channeling, in whatever way you go about this, it may be vocally, it may be through some form of creative expression like artwork, poetry, it may be through a sporting activity. It can come in many forms. When we are doing the thing that we love, this is when we are channeling. This is when we are connecting with our fuller selves, our multidimensional aspects, and these beings of light. And when doing this, we are connecting with this frequency, we raise our vibrational frequency, there is automatic healing that takes place, because we are in that state of being. So, tying now into astral traveling, we do this in dream state without knowing it, okay, where there are conversations taking place on a higher level, and over time you'll be shown glimpses. When your dream state opens up, all right, you may be shown scenarios playing out for you, Okay, and if you don't understand it, don't worry, you will understand it. And if you never understand it, you're not meant to, because the conversation is taking place on a higher level and you don't need to understand. And it has assisted energetically, it has assisted without you knowing it, and you have got the information, you just don't remember. So with astral traveling, it's the same principle, okay? And this can also be called remote viewing. If you wish to receive information about what is happening with the collective or what is happening in other dimensions, you connect with your light body. And what you're going to do is you connect with the light body in meditation, and you're going to close your eyes, set the intention to connect with these beings of light, and all of a sudden you'll see that you will be suspended in space or in another dimension. Even though you are still physically here where you are, okay, you will feel, and then visions will begin coming through to you. All right, you'll feel a lot lighter, and you'll know that you're connecting with these beings of light. And then all of a sudden visions will come through, and at first it will seem like your imagination, but soon you'll realize that it's impossible for you to imagine what you are seeing. Yes, there's a co-creation taking place, so you are at first using your imagination, but you'll soon realize that you are receiving downloads, you are receiving telepathic communication, and this may be represented when we astral travel and we remote view in the form of visions that will play out. And at first, it comes through quite quickly, okay, and it takes practice and time to adjust, because you'll receive a download or a vision in 30 seconds to a minute, and it may take you, okay, it takes me sometimes when I deliver information in the form of writing, it can take me up to an hour to 2 hours to translate and decipher what is played out, because I will be shown something that will play out over a week or even longer. And this all happens in 30 seconds to a minute in the form of telepathic communication, a vision. So you practice doing this and then see what plays out. If you want to know something about what's happening with the collective, the world, the ascension, okay, you will be suspended in space using your imagination at first, and then you'll see scenes playing out on top of the world. So what you're doing is you are astral projecting, astral traveling. You are going onto a ship, you are going into another dimension, all right? And then the beings of light are showing you what they are seeing and what they foresee coming. Now, as far as getting information about the future, okay, this information doesn't always come through, because it may be better if you don't know what is coming. Not to say that there's negativity, okay? There may be something extremely positive coming, okay? And then it's best that you don't know what's coming, because if you acted upon that thing, all right, if someone has millions of followers, okay, and they received this information about the ascension 3 years ago, okay, on what is currently taking place, and they delivered a message, okay, it may have changed what would be taking place. So if the information about the future doesn't come through, then it's not important, it's not necessary, okay? But information can come through about the future, and when you practice this enough, you'll know whether to share something or not if this information comes through. Some information is for you and for your eyes only, and has to do with your own healing. Some information is to share, and it's practice, and you'll know the difference. But usually, if you're not meant to share something, that information won't come through, and it will come through when it is appropriate and necessary. So this is one of the ways in which you connect with the light body, and you astral travel, and you connect with these beings of light, okay, these beautiful galactic beings. And as you do this and practice this, so things open up more and more and more, and the information comes through with more clarity, more and more and more clarity. Then you begin seeing a lot more, so you actually begin seeing these beings of light with your third eye. And it's a process. So you'll be shown and you'll be given what you are ready for. The universe will never give you something that you are not ready for. So If this does resonate and it's something that brings you joy and you'd like to investigate, then test it out. And information will come through to you that is suited to you individually on what you understand through your reality experience. So the imagery, the telepathic communication, the mapping of all this information will come through specifically for you. If you had to try to explain to someone what you just seen, okay, as far as the representation, they won't understand, okay, because they are not you. You are your own master of navigating this realm of consciousness, connecting with the multidimensional aspects, the galactics, in your own way. It is unique to you, and it is ingenious. When you begin deciphering it, it is ingenious. They'll explain something to you in a few seconds that will bring clarity onto something that you have battled to understand or have found challenging to understand for years. So this is the power of this. And it doesn't have to be the Galactics, okay? If you don't prefer that. The same principle applies with the Ascended Masters when connecting with the likes of Jesus, Saint Germain, Kutumi, Almoira, the Great White Brotherhood, the Angelics, all these beings of light. And also when if you require protection, if you feel that you require protection or assistance with the big clearing, okay, the dragon energy is very powerful. So you set in conscious intention with the dragon energy. And for me specifically, and I have heard other individuals talk about this, but as far as remote healing energetically, the Blue Avians are extremely powerful, and it is an extremely blissful experience when you feel them come in and assist with removing resistance that maybe you are struggling with on your own. And also, if you want to restore a very blissful, high frequency, gentle, calm state by calling in the angelics, so the likes of Archangel Michael or Gabriel, or the angelics that you feel you are connected to, your own angels, with the white light, it is a very cooling, calm, peaceful experience and very healing. So I hope this has been of assistance, guys. So it's to become the child and to play with it, right? To have fun with this. So go into meditation from 0 point, connect with the light body, imagine a white light. I often use the white light, sometimes blue light, sometimes violet flame. It's up to you. Choose the light that resonates. Meditate for a few minutes and then see what comes through in the form of feeling at first. Then you're going to open up, then visions will come through. All right. Then all of a sudden you're going to see that you are without a doubt astral traveling, and you are receiving divine information coming through from these beings of light. And the future doesn't always matter. Okay, I do deliver information about upcoming events. Okay, that's a part of my blueprint and what I've connected to, but not always. Sometimes I'll just talk about now moments, and this can change at any time. It's about trusting yourself, your higher self, the unknown, and allowing whatever plays out in your reality experience to play out. It allows your higher self and your guides to bring you something even better than expected. So have fun with it, enjoy it. This can come in many forms, and in essence, all that you are doing when you are connecting with the beings of light, your higher self and guides, is connecting with more of yourself. And this is extremely powerful and beneficial in the name of service. Thank you very much, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this and this has helped, and goodbye for now.